This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for June 14, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index is down today by 0.15 points or 0.04% to 408.68. Total trade volume was down and very light today, with 58,093 shares changing hands at a total trade value of 303 million Khmer riel, or roughly $73,600. On the main board, only one stock saw a percentage rise. ACLEDA Bank was up 0.27% or 20 riel to 7,520 riel per share. Grand Twins International, on the other hand, saw the biggest percentage loss of the day, down 1.30% or 30 riel to 2,270 riel per share, followed by Pestech Cambodia, which was down 0.91% or 20 riel to 2,170 riel per share. On the growth board, DBD Engineering was down 0.44%, while ACLEDA remained flat at 3,780 riel per share. ACLEDA Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 18,187 shares changing hands at a value of 136.4 million Khmer riel, or $33,100, which accounted for 30% of all shares traded on June 14th. MJQ Education was in second place with 14,184 shares changing hands at a value of 28.8 million riel and accounting for 23% of shares traded. In other market news, Grand Twins International has disclosed its decision to increase long-term borrowings by $7.2 million from the Taiwanese bank Mega International Commercial Bank Co. Limited, with the purpose of repaying existing loans and using the funds as working capital. ACLEDA also announced that its board of directors resolved not to distribute dividends to shareholders for the 2023 fiscal year. According to the disclosure report on the company's general shareholders meeting held on June 13th, the decision was made to prudently manage the company's cash flow and direct resources towards fueling future growth and development. The Khmer riel to USD remained unchanged at 4,117 riel per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 105.63. Oil prices eased on Friday as markets evaluated the impact of U.S. interest rates staying higher for longer than anticipated, but crude benchmarks headed for their best week in more than 2 months after solid projections for crude and fuel demand. Brent crude futures were down 42 cents or 0.5% at $82.33 US a barrel. Gold prices are also set for their first weekly gain in 4 weeks. Spot gold was up 0.2% at $2,306.89 US per ounce, reflecting a weekly increase of 0.5%. US gold futures rose by 0.2% to $2,322 US per ounce. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, U.S. stock index futures retreated, with the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq pulling back after consecutive record highs, as investors weighed hawkish Federal Reserve projections against the backdrop of a cooling economy. U.S. futures for the S&P 500 were down 0.1%, and futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average declined 0.3%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for June 14th. Have a great weekend.